What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is DFree, and in this video we're going to go ahead and talk about the new campaign and everything else that is live post-maintenance. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so let's go ahead and jump in. So of course, hope you all enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new and this is your first time here. We'd love to have you stick around. So I want to kind of jump into the news, and of course we'll take a look at it together. So there's a Breakaway summer campaign, and basically what this is Main Story Part 2 was released as part of this new post-maintenance update. So Breakaway summer campaign underway. 7 types of incredible promotions in total are now being held at once. Don't fall behind in the promotion. Breakaway and surpass your rivals this summer. Nice. That's very catchy, I would say. Anyway, so the period is from 8/3 to 8/15. We've upgraded the login bonus items for a limited time. I logged in and they were actually really good. Like I was like, oh, 500k Zenny? Like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take 500k Zenny, please. And it's like, that's not like an insane amount, but it's really good for a login bonus. So I will take that every day of the week. Anyways, bonus items during this promotion have been increased from 1 to 2, so yes, you are able to get 2 bonus items. I recommend, of course, the Chrono Crystals, the Zenny. If you need the milk crates, you can go ahead and pick those up. The good thing about the training items is that right now, as we'll talk about momentarily, the training period is halved, so the training items are a very good choice. Otherwise, you know, the Super Souls are there, so maybe that. For me, I'm not really getting the Chrono Crystals because, to be frank, it's nice to have them, but I buy Chrono Crystals quite a bit, so I'm more so getting the Super Souls and the Zenny right now. So that's my main focus. Again, not trying to, you know, come off any type of way. It's just, I'm just being honest, right? Sometimes when I say stuff like that, it kind of gets perceived the wrong way. And I would love to have the free ones, and I always get them when I can. But again, I just find more value in that. So anyways, moving on. Promotion 2, Breakaway, Summer Daily Missions. So there are missions to get Ultra Assist tickets number 3. So yes, there are tickets that are back that can be used on Ultra Ticket Summons. So we'll talk about that momentarily. If you clear all the daily missions during the campaign, collect 5 Ultra Summon Assist tickets, and you'll get an Ultra Space Time Summon number 3 character guaranteed at Sparking Rarity by playing the Ultra Ticket Summon number 3. So yes, there is another ticket banner. There's also some more ticket stuff, so we'll come back to that. You can also exchange rare medals at the exchange shop for Ultra Summon ticket number 3s. That's insane. Exchanging for tickets is insane. You can get up to 12 Ultra Summon Assist ticket number 3 through daily mission rewards and 5 from the exchange shop. That means up to 3 tries on the Ultra Ticket Summon. So yes, you get 3 shots at these units. Can I get a hashtag Krillin in the chat? Because I still need to get my Krillin, and I want to summon. I want to do a summon video, but like I kind of want to wait for this stuff, like just in case, you know. So we'll see. But anyways, that is awesome. Like, I think these characters, like, I did a full breakdown, by the way, so that'll be one of the final 20 seconds of this. It'll pop right on the left or right hand side of the screen. You'll be able to click it. But I think that these characters are really good. Like, I made a slight mistake on judging 17 because I got one of his things wrong a little bit in my breakdown, full disclosure. But otherwise, I think 17 and more so importantly, Krillin and 18, I think are just insanely good. They're really, really good. So you would want to try to get these units. And I'm not going to sleep on Goku. I don't have a full opinion. I know Riku's done some videos on him, and I've seen that. I think he's really good. He's very like a high risk, high reward type of unit. So moving on. Again, you get 3 chances, so make sure you do that. And this is a 2-week period, guys. You have plenty of time. Breakaway summer missions. Limited time event missions that are linked to the campaign. Complete them before the promotion ends to get amazing rewards, including Chrono Crystals. You can complete missions by playing game modes under promotion, like the story and adventures. Complete missions and Breakaway with your favorite character. So again, if you're keeping track at home, because I know I'm probably going to get asked, like, hey, what do you have to do specifically to get these Chrono Crystals? Or not, well, not so much the Chrono Crystals. We'll get to that momentarily, but the tickets. So these tickets right here are acquired by exchange in the PvP shop, by exchanging rare medals, and by completing your daily objectives, which we'll get to in a moment as well when we get over to that area. So, moving on from here, limited time missions, we already talked about that, I believe. Limited time only, 2 times main story experience. So the story experience is doubled right now. That's actually really good because the hard mode story stages have a lot of experience to be gained, and they're not time limited or daily, you know, number limited or things like that, like the Cybermen stages typically are. So you can run those a number of times and get twice as much. So that's a good opportunity to go ahead and get, you know, some more experience in. All experience gained for the main story, including the newest Part 2, Book 1, will be doubled. So that's a good opportunity, especially if you're just starting out. That's a great chance to get some characters leveled up if you're just picking up the game. Limited time only, 5 times main story Zenny. Now, I don't think that they offer a whole lot of Zenny, but still getting 5 times? You're going to be able to accumulate some Zenny quite a bit. It's not just extra experience you get. You also get 5 times the Zenny. That's right, 5. Okay. They're super, what's the word? Emphatic? I don't know, not the right word, but still. Limited time only, half adventurer time, half training time. So they're having the times for those, which is what I was talking about a while ago when I was talking about the training items. If you want to pick those up, that's a good opportunity because the training stuff is halved. So if we go over to adventure and training, the time that you would need for your items is half. So like the room with gravity times 10, that would be 3 hours for the last one. So it's only an hour and a half right there. So that is halved, and also the time it takes to complete your adventures, again, is halved as well. So when we move over to the summon area, I want to go over to the summons. So we have I guess since I don't have any tickets, I don't get that. So we'll come over here to the daily missions first. There are a lot of missions that just got triggered. We'll talk about those right now, too. Like, there's a whole shallot campaign going on. So, for the daily, you would get that ticket right there, complete 6 dailies, and you would get that first ticket. And we'll also go to the PvP area really quick and go to the exchange shop and take a look at what is available in here. So, we have 2,000. So, that's awesome. I'm going to pull up all 5, baby. They're 200 each. That's actually pretty expensive. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right, so we got all of those. And now I should be able to see this banner, by the way. I do see it now. Okay. And you get 3 chances on there, so that's awesome. So let's go back over to the missions. And, again, we'll probably cover this in the news momentarily, but I do want to try to take a look at it and give you guys an idea as far as, like, what to expect. And you can also log into your game as well. So one thing that is cool is they backdate it. Sometimes they backdate these missions. Sometimes they don't. Like, some of them they did here. Some of them they did not. But like the training a number of times once, I've trained over 100 times, so I'm obviously getting these done, and I logged in and these were all completed, all these missions, some of which is centered around raising shallot and improving shallot. So it's a campaign for shallot, which we haven't talked about yet, but again, there's a lot to be had here simply by leveling him up and improving his soul boost area and stuff like that. And of course, the level cap did boost up to 1,500. So that's another thing we'll talk about as well. But as you see, we're just getting training items and stuff. You also even get gold tickets for shallot too. So something you would want to make sure you get. Let me go ahead and grab that. And, using shallot one time, you get a flat 1,000 chrono crystals just by using them once. That's about the easiest objective you can get because everybody has shallot. And using them 20 times, then they have ones that are centered around the story. So that's, of course, going to be a thing. And then moving on from here, the number of times you use certain characters. There's also boost panels just in general right here, right now at the top. There's a lot of stuff that you just get just by improving your characters during this basically almost 3-week campaign that is going on. A little over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so. Also, we do have stuff that is centered around the new Android 19 event, which we haven't talked about yet, but there's a lot. There's a lot that came out post-maintenance. So I do want to kind of look at all this, man. So much chrono crystals. This game is so good for free-to-play. Like it, and I want to wait to judge it like on that merit because it's obviously more free-to-play than a game like Dokkan right now anyway. But let's see how it is in like 2 years, right? But all right, so this, oh wow, it's 1 per? So for this banner, it's 1 per. And how many were there? Like 3 or so? Wow, that's easy. That's my train team. Don't worry, don't mind that. Let me come back over here. Wow, okay, so 1 ticket, and I think there was 3 golds. That's awesome, man. 3 chances at Sparkings. Yeah, there's 2 more here. And I don't think there's any more in here. I don't want to waste too much time, but that's great, man. There's so many Sparkings that we can get just for free. So that's at least like I think 6 Sparkings just off the bat. So let's go back in and check out some more stuff. Like this is a great update already. Level up set. This is for you pay-to-play players like me. They are offering Chrono Crystals alongside Rising Souls. 200 Rising Souls 2, 5 Super Souls 2s, things like that. The Silver Bell is the new training item. So if it's anything like the Gravity Chamber, by the way, for the free-to-play, that'll probably be acquirable through missions or anything like that. As far as like I'm pretty sure they did that with the Gravity Chamber fuel stuff. So that'll probably be the case. But again, I'm probably going to pick up all these because it's a nice deal to get that and also gives you the opportunity to kind of train and get the advantage there too. Also, there's a nice sale for the release of the Chapter 2. So we have Fearsome Android number 19 story event. So get Z-Power for Android number 19, who even Goku struggled against in this event. I mean, that's putting it at a stretch. He was sick, but I mean, he did struggle. So there are wow. There are new equipments. Base strike attack from 2 to 10. Oh wow, they're making bronzes a lot better now. Because typically bronzes were all defense and HP. There might have been 1 or 2, but mainly that's what they focused around. So I like this. This is offensive. Special move damage. Okay. And also there's multiple effects because they're still getting the HP per 1 through 5. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. Equipment is such a polarizing thing in this game because they make characters that aren't that good very, very good. Equipment is insane in this game. So if you haven't been focused on equipment and paying attention to it, you need to. Anyways, take this. We also have It Seemed We Miscalculated. Wow. Hiya. Okay. It looks like a lot of this is Android-centric. Also, this one's increasing damage to Super Saiyans. That's awesome. Of course, that's all from there. I'm going to come back to the balance changes because there's actually a lot in there. We have some more scout battles, the Goku, all this stuff. Don't really care about a lot of that. Regarding language settings, we don't really need to check that one out. We have Part 2's announcement, and this is the update. Added main story Part 2. Added the following features to the equipment list dialog box. So they added some stuff to the equipment. We'll go check that out momentarily. Raise the maximum amount of equipment storage from 200 to 250. Thank you so much. Please just bump it to 500 and just leave it. Just call it a day. Certain amount of experience can now be gained when using skip tickets, which is good. You get experience. I believe also friendship points as well, which is something they haven't explained yet in the game, but I have done a video breaking down friendship. Adjusted the playing requirements for bonus battles, experience, and Zenny. Chapter 1 now costs 1 energy instead of 5. Ooh. Chapter 2 can now be played unlimited times. Thank you so much. I didn't understand why those, and they're talking about the Zenny and the Zenny Cyberman stage and the experience one. So they were 5 stamina per, which is insane because you can only run them both once basically, and it was dumb. So you basically would also be limited. So the first stage they realized it's kind of crap, so they dropped it from being 5 to 1, which makes it effectively probably the better stage to run anyway, unless they change, which they might even say here. But unless they change the amount of experience you get, that's basically the best stage now. And then you run the other stage once a day for probably still the same 5 stamina until they introduce like Chapter 3 in the future or whatever. So, all right, so let's go ahead and check out the character balance changes. And this is something I kind of looked at previously. Thank you for your continued support of Dragon Ball Legends to provide a fun and competitive environment for all of our valued players. Alongside the introduction of the Master Class, adjustments will be made to character balance based on the following factors: avoiding concentrated use of specific characters, reliving characters' specialties. So I'm assuming that second one is kind of centered around how the character is like in the show or things like that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is because they do a good job at doing things like that. Even if it's for like the detriment of the unit, like for example the Yamchas, the Sparking Goku, they have really negative things to them, despite being very good otherwise. So that's pretty cool too, and they want to make sure that the game is, balance, which I like for one, but also the game isn't stale by forcing everybody just to use some characters, and they're going to get into some updates. I'm not going to talk about these in particular. In another video I will, but they're updating all these characters and new things that they'll be getting upon getting new classes and things like that. So feel free to check this out in your game as well. But one thing I did want to talk about is, and they're even going as far as updating heroes, which is awesome. One thing I wanted to talk about is they talk about the top ranked characters, the most popular characters in the game. Popular character ranking is respective rarities, data calculated from players of battle rank 40th or higher in Super Space Time Duel. So basically the top brass of the PvP players. I don't play a lot, it's not that I'm not good at it. I probably ain't, but either way I just don't really too much care. I'm more of a PvE player myself. But number 1 is Piccolo. Like seriously, I've always said this Piccolo is really good, and this is literal proof that he is insanely good. He is the most used character in this game. He is the most used character in the game, and that's why they went to that high of a echelon, like 40th and above, because if otherwise below that you might get some people that are using like non-max level team or non-meta units and things like that below 40. So yeah, most used unit in the game otherwise. Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, Gohan is actually really high because he counters that stupid Vegeta, by the way, by being a yellow unit that's not Piccon. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is 5th, and I think he's only 5th because he hasn't come back yet. Piccolo's been on every freaking banner, pretty much. Broly's come back once, and he has not came back at all. So he's still number 5, despite the fact that he hasn't come back. So he would be number 1 for sure. Trunks is really high. This is Goku, I think, the purple one. Then Frieza's there at Paikuhan, and then we have Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then we move into Pan, then the Goku. I don't know which one is which. It says there the number, but I'm not going to pull that up. Ginyu, Turles, and then Cooler is the 15th. Then moving into Extremes, and if you notice the Extremes, a lot of them are Saiyan tag bearers, like the Goku. We have the good Trunks. He's really, really good for, I believe, hybrid Saiyans. We have access to Krillin there. We have Raditz. We have the Vegetas. We have a lot of characters that are really good alongside Saiyans. And then hero characters as well. The same thing as there. Shallot, Gohan, Pan, like Krillin. Like, they're good, but it's kind of like more so in tandem with other units. So that's, in a nutshell, everything, pretty much. I do want to check out the equipment list and all that stuff and see what they did with the characters and their soul boosting just while we're live in the video. We'll go to the equipment. Okay, they said that they were going to make it easier to sell stuff, right? It doesn't look like, I'm not selling all that, but like, there might be some more stuff in here. I'm not going to go through the full like sorting options, but maybe Upgrade will offer more options for us as well. Doesn't appear so. No, doesn't appear so. Alright, anyways, so yeah, they did apparently do some changes over there. Nothing that I was able to get too much of, but I do want to also see the characters in their soul boost before we get out of here, just to see that master class now. So now we can bump these characters up. Cost 20 here. And the new Super Soul 2, you need 3 of them, or 2 of them. Super Soul 3, excuse me, you need 2 of. Cannot acquire at this time. Okay, so not even all of them are live in the game. Unless it is live and it's from a really late story stage that I have not played yet from Chapter 2, or Part 2. Okay, well, that's awesome. So, recapping, you get a ton of Chrono Crystals, one of which you get over 1,000, or just 1,000 flat, but you get my point, for using Shallot once. By using Shallot more, you get the gold tickets. By login and exchange, you get the silver tickets, which allow you to pull on the other banner, and there is a lot of stuff. So make sure you don't miss your dailies so you don't miss a chance to pull on this banner. If you can exchange and go ahead and get your 5, you'll get 15 total. Apparently you get 3 of these too, so there's a lot of free sparkings, guys. So have an awesome day, and I will catch you all in the next Dragon Ball Legends video. Take it easy, guys.